Hi, this is Lauren Sanek at Home Seller Home Buyer Podcast. Thank you for joining us so you can learn about Home Seller Episode 23, 3 Reasons Why the Home Seller Cannot Stay Home for the Showing. Okay, let's start with those 3 reasons why the home seller can't stay home for the showing. The seller's presence will make the buyers feel awkward. Home buyers need to feel as comfortable as possible when looking at a potential new home. It's a big investment, and they should feel welcome to open closets, look in cabinets, look behind the couch, even put their ears up to the walls or windows, whatever they need to do, because a serious buyer of the property needs to do whatever they can to learn about the home. In the presence of a seller, the buyer may likely feel like a guest and doesn't belong there, or a patron at the museum, or something in between. They spend too much time being cautious and not enough time really delving into the property when buyers don't feel completely comfortable to explore. They may miss the intricacies of a property, or they might not give the home a fair chance. This means a missed opportunity for both the buyer and the seller. Remember, it's a missed opportunity, seller, to sell your home. Sellers tend to talk way too much. Honesty is always the best policy, of course, but don't forget that is a sales process and that less is usually more. Let's say a potential buyer asks the seller about the neighbors. "Oh, we love our neighbors," the seller answers. "Then drop by our house all the time and we do the same. They've got high school kids too. We are a lot of fun. It's one big constant block party." While some might like this idea, others who value their privacy will be turned off. That's why sellers do not need to be there, because they talk too much. Sellers can get hurt feelings, which can cost them money. Sellers, do you really want to lose money? A seller may experience hurt feelings from questions or comments that a buyer asks. This could lead to a negotiation that starts off on a bad note. For example, a buyer touring a home with dark-colored walls, floors, and heavy window coverings asks his agent what would it cost to refresh the floors and paint the place. The seller, who preferred the dark, was insulted by the questions and immediately went on the defensive. When the low offer came in from that buyer, the seller couldn't help but think that they were trying to discount the price to pay for those cosmetic changes. The seller refused to budge on the price. In this instance, emotions got the best of the seller. Ultimately, the seller lost the buyer and a good offer. The final sales price came in less than the offer by $7,500. Exceptions to the rule. Every once in a while, it helps for the seller to be present during an open house or showing. After weeks on the market without any offers, especially when a property that needs serious cosmetic or staging work, it might be helpful for the seller without any offers, especially with a property that needs serious cosmetic or staging work, it might be helpful for the seller to attend the open house anonymously. That means no speaking. They can hear directly from buyers that the paint job is off-putting, how the place feels too much like a bachelor pad, and so on. A real estate agent had been trying to tell the seller these things all along, but sometimes independent confirmation is needed before the seller will take action. A good example on a home I had listed was at the top of a hill. There was a steep walk from the driveway to the front door, which proved to be a major objection among potential buyers. The seller, a triathlete, just couldn't grasp why buyers would object, and he wouldn't budge on the price. By being present briefly at the open house, the seller witnessed buyers arriving breathlessly, saying snide comments like, "If I bought this home, I could cancel my gym membership." He got the message and agreed to drop the home's price significantly. So if you don't believe your real estate agent that you hired to sell your home, maybe by listening to a buyer, you'll learn that your agent is being truthful. Thank you for listening to Home Seller Episode 23, 3 Reasons Why the Home Seller Cannot Stay Home for the Showing. We are grateful for the time you have taken to listen to this podcast. We look forward to your input on what you would like to hear about in future podcasts. You can find the show notes at homesellerhomebuyer.com, and you can leave your comments, questions, and suggestions by using the Contact Us button in the upper right-hand corner of the website, or you can email us at info@homesellerhomebuyer.com. Tell your family, friends, and coworkers about Home Seller Home Buyer. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to the Home Seller Home Buyer podcast, and catch us on the next episode. Thank you for listening so you can stay informed.